Wells, he's checked in for Pippen. And Orlando making a change here, and he sinks the second.
Well, we're seeing a different version of him in this half, taking a more direct approach. He didn't have...
There's Delorier, and that one drops. Delorier's got 39.
And even if you risk a foul, the D has to play him tougher when he gets it that deep.
Yeah, once he gets the ball in that spot, help has to be very quick to rotate over.
That's good, and the Orlando lead is cut back down again to single digits with those points from Clark. The Magic shooting the ball around 43% from the floor so far in the third quarter. Here's Black. Pass to Delorier. Over Clark. Delorier can't get it to go.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Morant kicks to Wells. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 9th assist in the game now. And so it's the Orlando Magic headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guards. Set others up, play the game the right way.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. We've got Desmond Bane. Brandon Clark is out there with Santi Aldama. Then there's Wells, and it's Pippen in at the point guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Clark outside. Payne for three. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Like the pass to Little Jenner. And it goes down 2 points. Delorier's got 41.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Bane kicks to Pippen. Kicked by Clark. Just 5 on the clock. Pippen finds Clark. Second shot opportunity. Nice D from Little General.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Pass to Joseph. Here's Black. The 3-ball. A 3-pointer is right on target. And it's a 9-point Orlando lead.
And the efficiency is there, but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them, though.
Pippen, the pass to Bane. Now, Wells. Outside, Bane. Lets it fly from 18. Pulls up on the wing. No good from Clark. Magic leading by 9. Here's Delorier. Lays it up and banks it in. Delorier's got 43 points.
Well, we have him with an easy bucket in the paint.
Now, here's Pippen. Clark outside. Outside for Pippen. And another miss by Memphis. The Magic have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Here's Black. No good from outside.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
To the middle. Here's Clark, and Clark slams it in.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Pass to De Silva. He's looking for Joseph and finds him. And here's Wagner. Here's Delorier. Buries the long-range jumper. Delorier's got 46 points.
Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy. And every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered.
Bane finds Clark. And it's Clark slamming it down.
That's a great pass. Offensively, Bane's the total package.
Orlando leading by 10. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Delorier. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Delorier's got 48.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game. And he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Pippen with it. Defended now by Wagner. Bane inside the three-point line. Delorier pulls it in. On offense, here are the Magic. They're on a 12-4 run. And another one falls. Amazing.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Edey's checked in for Brandon Clark. Jackson comes in for Bane. And it's John Morant in for Pippen. Here's Morant. Pass to Edey. And it's Suggs with the rebound. Suggs has got his fourth rebound in this one. Good, that's another bucket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Morant passes to Jackson. And that's a foul called on Franz Wagner. That's his first foul. Now here's Wells. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. They need this. Edey can't hit. Orlando leading by 17. Caldwell Pope kicks to Suggs. Pass to Delorier. Just 5 to shoot. With the fadeaway. The Grizzlies pull it in. Wells has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Morant. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Yeah, so tough to knock Morant off balance, and he's so talented at keeping his focus on the basket.
Here's Delorier. Over Edey, and the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got his 6th rebound on the night, and they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity.
At the line for Memphis.
Well, the way that Morant is able to twist.
So it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
Hey, yo, bad play.
Welcome in to the Jalen Murphy Show. I'm your host, Jalen Murphy. I know more about sports than you do.
That's debatable.
Watch your mouth, Russ. We've got a great show for you today, starting off with a brand new segment, Trash Talk Do's and Don'ts.
Oh, I'll start. Don't tell people how to trash talk when you were a seventh man with a rickety jump shot and the handle of a precocious fourth grader.
Okay. Do keep your mouth shut if you spent most of your career waving towels at the end of the bench.
You know what? You've been selling me short since college, man. How about this? We could have won a championship, but you looked me off to take a double-team 30-footer at the buzzard, buddy.
For the last time, Russell, you weren't open.
I was open.
Guys,
I was open. I was wide open.
Just, if I may, can I just say, wowzers. I'm so looking forward to learning from both of you. And more data is always important, even when it's something as unquantifiable as
Shut it, Toby!
Okay.
Let's start the segment. Don't trash talk if you can't back it up. There's nothing worse than writing checks with your mouth that your game can't cash.
That's what I'm saying. Not only does it make you look like a clown, but it demoralizes your teammates.
You'd know all about demoralizing your teammates, wouldn't you, Russ?
Oh, you would like to think so, except that my basketball skills were so superior to yours my entire career that you couldn't even hold a candle to me, Jalen.
Guys, if I may, just to put some perspective on this, there are only 525 athletes in the NBA at any given moment. And FIBA estimates there are 450 million basketball players worldwide.
Wow.
Which means you're in the top 99.9% of players by just being in the NBA alone, that's a pretty impressive stat, Jalen.
Toby.
Yes?
Enough.
Oh.
You already won the lottery by merit.
Great win tonight, MP. Wins pay the bills, baby.
Knowing the kind of player MP is, that 50-point outburst was just the beginning. I bet we see 60 points very soon.
So how you feeling about your recent play?
Not gonna lie, Coach, I feel pretty good.
So do we, which is why we think you're ready to run with the starters.
Coach, you playing with me? Oh my gosh, that's great. I've been looking forward to this opportunity.
Now remember when I told you this is a big boy league, MP?
Mm-hmm.
When the coaches make a move like this, it puts us in the crosshairs. It puts Cliff in the crosshairs too, because the buck stops with the general manager.
Well, like you said, it's a grown man's league, and if you can't handle that pressure, then you ain't gonna make it that far.
Glad we are understood.
Loud and clear, Coach.
It's time to prove you belong, MP. Good luck.
What's up, everybody? I see MP's made his way into the starting lineup. That's good for him, his team, the fans, everybody.